An Evening with Alan and Lawrence is a brand new vaudeville entertainment. Inspired by the piano literature of the Romantics, the 30s and 40s film duos in musical comedy, the life and work of Ferdinand Hiller, and the stories of M.R. James. It takes place on a concert hall stage. A pianist and an antiquarian improvise their final performance.
I admired Rob Auler's piano playing ever since he came to Oswego and attended a number of his recitals, and saw him also as an accompanist with various musicians. And over the course of several conversations about doing something together, originally we thought about, well, I would come up with some letters and diary entries from musicians, and then he would come up with some compositions from those musicians. But then as we talked, the idea of moving into some new territory that combines music and the spoken word became more and more intriguing. And then the idea of what about actually constructing a play that sort of moved from the recital aspect into an actual play with conflict and character and relationship development. So that really was the genesis of this evening with Alan and Lawrence. So we're not in the world of he plays a piece and then I do a recitation, but rather the relationship between these two friends, because Alan and Lawrence have been together for, as they say in the play, 11 years. And the play this concert performance, entertainment that the audience witnesses is really at the very brink, right on the edge of the cliff of their relationship. And the audience, I think, tunes in very early that something's got to give and something's going to happen.
One summer, he and I began to talk about integrating some piano or maybe some music with something theatrical. And what I had in mind, honestly, was that he would do his thing and maybe I would do mine as a pianist. And then this just kind of went along, and eventually I saw a script and I had speaking role. That was not what I had in mind, but I felt like, okay, let's go with this. I trust Mark, and I've always been a fan of what he's done, so I thought, yeah, let's have some fun with this. So then we began to rehearse it over a period of 3 or 4 months, and it really was remarkable to see how it just came together, how it became really natural, and how the piano not only had a role as a musical instrument, but almost like a speaking role in the play. So I did not grow up with a theatrical background. I was in a 5th grade church pageant. I had one line, I was King Herod, and I bungled the line. That was my acting experience. And so this was a little bit scary for me, but thrilling at the same time. It was just remarkable to work with a great director, Gerard, and a wonderful writer and actor, Mark Cole. And just to have to kind of stretch as an artist, you know, performing is performing. One of the aspects was something that I've been doing my whole life, and one of the things was a kind of a leap of faith. But I really enjoyed seeing how those two things came together, and they created a third something. That there's the piano playing, and then there's the acting, but then there's that mixture of those two things, and what is that outcome?